Dear students, as you know, Shubhra Ranjan IAS has been pioneer in the prelims preparation with a special approach of workbooks. Before we start our classes in January, I believe you all should know who all will be the teachers in which segment. Today, I would like to introduce our esteemed faculty for CSAT because I don't think CSAT should also be taken with any sort of carelessness. So I invite Mr. Rishi Bhargav here, and he will share his approach with respect to our QEP program on CSAT. I would like Rishi, first of all, to know for my own purpose, is there is a change in a CSAT pattern in the last 2-3 years?
My greetings to all of you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, there has been a very dynamic change in CSAT for past few years. Last year, if you realize that there were very lengthy questions, because most of the students, they fear, long questions. Okay. Because at the end, most of you have left mathematics after 10th because of those questions. So they were very long statement questions. Then, for past 2-3 years, they have been depending too much upon data sufficiency. Now, data sufficiency is one part of reasoning which actually is considered to be the toughest reasoning, because data sufficiency is a part which can be mixed with any part and then a question is framed. So last year there were 9 questions on data sufficiency, and there are certain rules that are to be followed to clear data sufficiency as a logic. So I realized that this paper now is not a simply qualifying paper. We have actually started saying that it is an unqualifying paper. Yeah. Then we more of it is that if I show them a pattern of questions last 2 years, so these are something. Now this is one question that came last year, which is a question on series with AP and GP. Now people those who have not done arithmetic progression, they cannot do this question. Similarly, see the variety of questions. Now this is one question where 4 people are having coins. So now they have to either make an equation or they have to do it with options. Now people generally don't do it with options, and with equation it becomes a 1-page question. Now there is a dearth of rough work also. The pages are only 2-3 pages. So you realize, ma'am, see, now this is a question on circle, which means they are focusing on geometry as well. This is a question on permutation combination, the topic that every student hates, right? So you realize that, see, this is a question on percentages. Then, there's such a variety of questions, numbers. Now, we cannot say, when CSAT came into picture, there were 40 questions from English section, 40 from maths, DI, reasoning. So people, those who were good in English, they used to say, chalo, we will manage it. But now they have, started reducing English portion and giving more to aptitude and reasoning. So last year there were 55 questions on aptitude reasoning and 25 from English.
And they'll keep on changing the pattern, I believe. We should be, and my thinking is, if it is there in exam, we have to prepare it. So just like CSAT qualifying, even Hindi English is a qualifying, and it becomes very unfortunate if any student paper is not checked because of the language. So if it is in the syllabus, it is expected from us that we give proper attention, and this also proves that civil services examination is the personality exam. How you approach, if you are doing something, how much care, how much seriousness you take even for the minute thing. Now, Mr. Rishi, I want them, like you can quickly tell them what will be the course feature of CSAT program, and what our students can expect from you, and how your expertise are going to be a force multiplier for them in terms of the numbers.
Well, as far as course for QEP is concerned for CSAT, we would be actually focusing on PYQs, because I realized that for past 10 years they have been experimenting with a lot of topics in maths and reasoning, and English. But luckily for English, they have never put a verbal question, verbal reasoning question. They have always been, more inclined to reading comprehension. So my realization for QEP is that it would be a PYQ based course. As far as foundation course for CSAT is concerned, I welcome all of you, those who think that they are weak in maths, they cannot do it, and if you have realized past 3-4 years papers have been very tough, so you can come for that program. In that program, we are giving elaborate 120 hours to 150 hours of course along with Zoom sessions. Last year, ma'am, you would be surprised that we were able to deliver 750 hours of Zoom sessions, which were problem solving sessions. So you can take one-to-one Zoom sessions with us. It is like sometimes it is impossible for you to, solve your problems in the center. So if you have time in the evening, you can log in and you can always, ask us problems. Because obviously, CSAT is not a paper where you have a theory thing. It is more of that you have to solve the questions and then you have to, analyze, and then you have to, get your problem sorted out. So this is a very simple basic approach where you have to understand that it is not a GS paper where you make notes. At the end, you have to read those notes and appear for the test. This is one topic. CSAT is one paper where your practice is going to actually give you benefits. So there is a total different approach for CSAT. It is not oriented towards, as GS you people do. So let's, solve questions. Let's analyze problems. That is what I can say now.
I think students must have got the feel of the course and what is there in your mind with respect to the strategy to address the CSAT. We invite, if you have any queries, do write to us. We would like to address that. Thank you.